Please welcome to the stage TMS President, Dan Miracle.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Good evening to all of our esteemed guests. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dan Miracle, and I am currently, for one more day, the 2025 TMS President. On behalf of TMS members and its volunteer leadership, I'm incredibly pleased to welcome you to our annual awards ceremony. Thank you for joining us this evening and for attending the conference. Over the next 75 minutes or so, we will honor many forms of distinction in our minerals, metals, and materials community. From students who show promise of accomplishing the remarkable, to professionals who have made remarkable accomplishments. TMS is proud to celebrate outstanding achievements by bestowing awards upon the individuals who contribute to the advancement of the material science and engineering profession. For this reason, we're recording this evening's ceremony. This recording will be presented on YouTube in the coming days. This way, members of our community who couldn't join us tonight will still be able to celebrate the accomplishments of our award achievements and recipients. And if you'd like to follow along with this evening's program, you can scan the QR code currently shown on the screen or refer to the conference guide on page 62. Each award presented tonight acknowledges some form of excellence in our profession. The conferring of these honors is a fundamental activity of the society. We believe that it's vital that outstanding contributions to the profession are recognized, both as a reward for individual excellence and to provide role models for those who follow. In addition to the awards this evening, TMS has given scholarships, early career professional awards, and division awards at various luncheons and events throughout this week. We congratulate all those recipients as well. So we have a full schedule this evening. Let's get started. So I'd like to start by welcoming our special guests this evening, including dignitaries from our partner technical societies across the globe, many TMS past presidents and members of the board, TMS fellows, and other distinguished guests. Welcome to you all. Tonight is a special occasion when we gather to celebrate achievement and to celebrate the people who make those achievements possible. I'd especially like to recognize three groups this evening. To our award winners being honored this evening, you represent the very best of our profession. Your work advances science, strengthens industry, educates the next generation, and serves society. On behalf of TMS, congratulations to you all. We are proud of you, and we are grateful for the example you set. I'd also like to offer thanks to the very many volunteers who power the society. Our technical committees, our divisions, board members, reviewers, organizers, and mentors embody what makes TMS special. We are a vibrant, grassroots, member-driven culture. To put it simply, TMS works because you do. And to our professional staff, led by our outgoing Executive Director, Jim Robinson, I thank you all on behalf of TMS members for your dedication, your passion, and your exceptional talents. You all share in the success of our society and our profession. Last year, as the incoming president, I had good news to share with you. I have more good news now. Financially, TMS has continued to demonstrate disciplined stewardship. For 2 years in a row, we have shown strength that reestablishes our fiscal security and our stability after the COVID years. This financial performance reflects strong participation in TMS meetings. Last year's annual meeting was a record breaker, and the TMS Specialty Congress, Extraction 2025, and the Materials and Nuclear Energy Systems events in the past year all exceeded expectations. In addition, membership has grown to nearly 12,000, reflecting a 13% year-over-year increase. The new graduate student program alone has brought in more than 1,000 new members into TMS, expanding our volunteer pipeline and strengthening our future. During the past year, I chartered a team to develop ideas on how TMS can better serve and engage the industrial sector of the minerals, metals, and materials profession. Led by Eddie Williams, that team has made strong, actionable recommendations that are being written now into the TMS strategic plan. I look forward to tracking the progress against these goals in the coming years. Without a doubt, the most significant event for TMS in the past year was the announcement of the planned retirement of our venerable Executive Director, Jim Robinson. With 41 years of TMS service and 13 years as the TMS Executive Director, Jim has had an exceptionally strong influence on forming the society that we are today. We celebrated Jim's upcoming retirement earlier at this meeting, and we wish him and his wife, Lynn Robinson, who's also here, and who is also a well-respected and earlier retired TMS staff member. We wish them both all the best in the retirement, beginning on the 1st of May later this year. Jim, we can never thank you enough for the immense impact you've had on TMS. I know that you and Lynn enjoy cruises, so I'll say on behalf of all TMS members worldwide, bon voyage. So, the first half of my presidency focused on finding a strong replacement for Jim. We formed a transition and search committee, and we implemented a structured, transparent process that culminated in the selection of our next executive director and chief executive officer, Trudy Dunlap. Woo-hoo! Trudy is a seasoned leader with over 25 years of experience in TMS, serving professional communities through events and membership program management, new initiative development, and volunteer engagement. We are exceptionally pleased to have Trudy in this new role, and we are confident in her ability to lead TMS into the future. Please congratulate Trudy when you get a chance. So, a structured leadership transition is now in place to ensure continuity, to preserve institutional knowledge, and to position TMS for long-term success. Leadership transitions are defining moments in any organization, and I'm confident that this one has been handled with forethought and care. As I prepare to transition from your president to your past president, I am struck by how much TMS accomplishes not through dramatic gestures, but through steady, structured, principled effort. We build, we refine, we adapt, and we do so together as a team. Partnerships are an essential part of our teaming strategy. We continue to collaborate with many societies, and during the past year, we sought opportunities to develop important new partnerships. These alliances reflect our vision to serve the broader materials enterprise and to remain a leader in the field by better serving our members and by moving in emerging new directions for growth. So I'd like to close with a few sincere thanks. I'd especially like to thank my wife, Tina, for her love and support over the past 48 years, and especially for her endurance over the past year. Her patience, encouragement, and love have helped make all of this possible. I'd like to thank TMS staff once again for all that they do, and a special thanks to Jim Robinson. Jim, it's been so much fun working together with you over this past year. Finally, I'd like to thank all of you. Thanks to you for your trust, your volunteerism, your scholarship, your mentorship, and your belief in our profession and this society. It's been an honor for me to serve as your president. I move forward with confidence in our leadership, pride in our accomplishment, and optimism for what lies ahead. So, congratulations once again to our award recipients, and please enjoy this evening's celebration. So, it is now my pleasure to introduce some of the most active volunteers. These are individuals with whom I serve on the board of directors. So, members of the board, would you please stand as I call your name? And audience, this is a test for you. Please hold your applause until these board members have all been introduced and are all standing. Let's see how we do this evening. I'll start with Vice President Viola Akoff with the University of Mississippi. As expected. So we'll start over again until we get it right. Not really. So our past president, Srinivas Chadha, with General Dynamics Mission Systems, please stand. Financial Planning Officer, Mark Stout, with the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Content Director, Jonathan Madison, who unfortunately could not join us this evening. Membership Diversity and Development Director, Jennifer Locke, with the Ohio State University. Professional Development Director, Kester Clark, with Los Alamos National Laboratory. Program Director, Robert Moss, with the Federal Institute of Materials Research and Testing. Public and Governmental Affairs Director, Michael Titus, with Purdue University. Extraction and Processing Division Chair, Elsa Olivetti, with the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Elsa was with us earlier, but unfortunately had to leave early. Functional Materials Division Chair, Saryu Fenson, with Los Alamos National Laboratory. Light Metals Division Chair, Randy Beals, with Magna International. Materials Processing and Manufacturing Division Chair, Carolyn Campbell, with the National Institute of Standards and Technology. And the Structural Materials Division Chair, Clarissa Jablinski, with Los Alamos National Laboratory. Whew, friends and colleagues, the 2025 TMS Board of Directors, please join me in thanking them. I'd like to thank each of these board members for their service during 2025. Our board's leadership, hard work, and calm demeanor has served us well as we work optimistically in 2026. This year, a number of board members are ending their terms of service, and I would like to recognize them. Would Vice President Viola Akoff please come and assist me in recognizing our retiring directors? I'm asking the retiring board members and award recipients to please come to the stage on the left. There is a mark on the stage next to Viola. Pause where you see the X on the stage, receive your award, have the photo taken by TMS staff, and then walk behind the podium and exit the stage on my right. As you walk down the stairs, please be careful, and please continue to the back of the room where a special portrait will be taken with you and your award for future memories. Okay, so would past President Srinivas Chadha please come and join Viola on the stage? Rather than receive a gift of appreciation from the Society, Srini instead has asked that the Society make a donation to the TMS Foundation on his behalf. This equals a gift of $400 to the Foundation. As you know, the TMS Foundation supports the development of professionals in the minerals, metals, and materials community by providing scholarships to students and investing in the future of the early career professionals in attaining the highest level of technical, professional, and leadership development. I know that our Foundation Board of Trustees Chair, Carl Cady, certainly thanks you, Srini, for your very, very kind contribution. Thank you, Srini, for your service and your commitment to TMS. So aside from Srini, we have 6 other retiring board members. It is my pleasure to present these members with a framed certificate of appreciation commemorating their term on the TMS board. We will also present each with a timepiece. The face is embossed with the TMS logo, Their name and the term of service is engraved on the back. Would the following functional area directors and officers please join Viola on the stage? Kester Clark as the Professional Development Director. Jonathan Madison, as the content director, is unfortunately unable to be here tonight. Next is Mike Titus from the Mike Title as the Public and Governmental Affairs Director. And finally, Alexis Lewis as the Financial Planning Officer, who retired from the board at the end of January. All right, we have 2 technical division chairs retiring this year. Saryu Fenson as the Functional Materials Division Chair, and Elsa Olivetti as the Extraction and Processing Division Chair. Unfortunately, they cannot be with us this evening. For me, it's been a great honor to serve with each of these people. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. And thank you, Viola. So I'd like to take a few moments to recognize other distinguished guests in attendance. So we have a number of TMS past presidents in attendance with us this evening. Could you please stand now if you're a TMS past president? Thank you all very much for your past service. Next, we'd like to recognize some International Partner Society dignitaries who are with us at this meeting. Would Council Member Vilas Tatvatakar from the Indian Institute of Metals please stand to be recognized? So we did meet with Vilas earlier. Apparently he wasn't able to make it here. So please, let's thank Vilas for his... Next, would Executive Director and Secretary General Akira Taniyama and President Kyosuke Yoshimi from the Japan Institute of Metals and Materials please stand to be recognized? Next, would Special Representative Horst Peters from GDMB Society of Metallurgists and Miners please stand to be recognized? Next, would President Hyung-Sup Kim, Finance Director Jin-Yu Soo, and International Affairs Committee Chair Il Ryu from the Korean Institute of Metals and Materials, please stand to be recognized. And would Executive Vice President Zhiling Qian, Deputy Director and Secretary General Chengxie Shang, and Director of International Affairs Fang Liu from the Chinese Society of Metals please stand to be recognized. Thanks to all of you for joining us at the meeting and for our continued partnerships going forward. So before we begin tonight's honors, I want to mention two special student events that took place earlier this week. On Sunday, our annual Materials Bowl competition was held with a total of 20 teams participating. We want to again congratulate the winning team, Rudimentary Elements from the University of Florida. This is their second year to win. Congratulations. Bladesmithing is a competition that challenges student teams from around the world to produce a blade by hand hammering or trip hammer forging. We had 26 teams compete this year from around the world. The winners were recognized previously on Tuesday evening. The Stremenia team from the University of Minnesota won the coveted TMS Wadsworth Sherby Bladesmithing Grand Prize. Congratulations to all the competing teams for your workmanship and passion in this field of material science and engineering. It's now my honor to welcome the American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical, and Petroleum Engineers to join us on the special evening. Would AIME President-elect Delegate Brad Boyce with Sandia National Laboratory and AIME President Ronald O'Malley with Missouri University of Science and Technology please come forward?
Thank you, Dan. Since its founding in 1871, AIME has traveled a long and distinguished journey, including 150th anniversary celebrations over the past year and a half, including at this conference. Today, the Institute consists of 4 autonomous and separately incorporated member societies. Our beloved TMS, the Minerals, Metals, and Materials Society, the Society for Mining, Metallurgy, and Exploration, the Society of Petroleum Engineers, and the Association for Iron and Steel Technology. These societies receive grants from AIME and support other legacy-related initiatives. One aspect of that legacy is the conferring of awards and scholarships, which we are thrilled to be able to celebrate with you tonight. Would Swaroop Kumar Bahera, studying at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, please come forward? Zhangman, there's a list here, so let me get the list done. Zhangman Gu, studying at Northeastern University, is the second student receiving this scholarship. Unfortunately, he is unable to be with us this evening. These 2 students are the recipients of the AIME Henry DeWitt Smith Scholarship. This award was established in 1967 for graduate students majoring in the field of minerals, metals, materials, and/or petroleum engineering. Each student is presented with a check to help defray school costs and a separate check to assist with travel to this meeting. Let's applaud them. Would Ashwin Shahani with the University of Michigan please come forward? This early career professional is the recipient of the AIME Robert Lansing Hardy Award. This award was first given in 1956 and recognizes an early career professional in the broad fields of metallurgy and materials science for exceptional promise of a successful career. We are pleased to announce that the Ford Motor Company, through the TMS Foundation, has endowed a $500 honorarium to be presented annually to the Robert Lansing Hardy Award recipient. His citation reads, "For pioneering research on microstructural evolution of quasicrystals, eutectic and paratectic solidification, and abnormal grain growth using advanced 3D and in situ 4D X-ray diffraction microscopy." Let's thank him. Congratulations. Oh, I know, thank you. Thank you. This year, we are honoring 2 papers for the AIME Champion H. Mathewson Award. This award was established in 1933 and recognizes a paper or series of closely related papers with at least one common author, which represents the most notable contribution to metallurgical science in the award period. Would the following several individuals please come forward? Jeremy Ramey with NAAREA, Dominique Ide with CNRS, Anne Jowlin with the University of Poitiers, Miley Gauth with Safran, and Jonathan Cormier with ENSMA, Institute P Prime Clean Research Unit. These authors are being honored for their paper, Creep and Tensile Behavior of a Nickel-Based Single Crystal Superalloy with a Bimodal Gamma Prime Precipitation, published in the Metallurgical and Materials Transactions A in May 2023. Now with the second set of co-authors, please come forward. Carolyn Frey with ATI Specialty Alloys and Components, Haojun Yu, Colin Holgate, and Teresa Pollack with the University of California, Santa Barbara, Sebastian Cube with the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Glenn Balbus with Materials Resources LLC, Caitlin Mullen with Max Planck Institute for Sustainable Materials, and Scott Oppenheimer with General Electric. These authors are being honored for their paper in the topic area of mechanical behavior titled High-Temperature Body-Centered Cubic Precipitation in Ruthenium-Containing Refractory Multi-Principal Element Alloys, published in Metallurgical Materials Transactions in June 2024. Would Keishi Jiang with Zijin Mining Group Company Limited and BGRIMM Group Company Limited please come forward? Dr. Jiang is the AIME James Douglas Gold Medal recipient. This award was established in 1922 and recognizes distinguished achievement in non-ferrous metallurgy. This is a joint award with TMS's Extraction and Processing Division and the Society for Mining, Metallurgy, and Exploration's Mineral and Metallurgical Processing Division. His citation reads, "For the creative contributions in non-ferrous extractive metallurgy, in technology innovation, industrial operation, and education." Would the following 2 individuals please come forward? Hani Henin with the University of Alberta and Ramana Reddy with the University of Alabama. Professor Henin and Professor Reddy are the recipients of the AIME Honorary Membership Award. This award is one of the highest honors that the Institute can bestow on an individual. The award was established in 1872 and recognizes outstanding service or distinguished scientific or engineering achievement in the fields embracing the activities of AIME and its member societies. Professor Anine's citation reads, "In appreciation of distinguished scientific achievement in the fundamentals of solidification and development of advanced pipeline steels and of outstanding service to the Institute." Professor Reddy's citation reads, "For his lifetime fundamental contributions in phase equilibria and thermodynamics, distinguished achievements in the advancement of metallurgical engineering, service to TMS, and global leadership in the field of material science and engineering." Well. And now, for the next presentation, please welcome representatives from the Acta Materialia Board of Governors, Carolyn Hansen with the University of Waterloo, and Rusty Gray with Los Alamos National Laboratories.
Thank you, Brad and Ron. Ooh. You don't normally get this kind of introduction when you're just going to, do some work. Acta Materialia provides a forum for full-scale, full-length original papers and commissioned overviews that advance in-depth understanding of the relationship between processing, structure, and properties of inorganic materials. Each year, it is our privilege to present Acta Materialia Awards. Would the following individuals please come forward? Jocelyn Hess, studying at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and Andrew Kim, studying at Johns Hopkins University. These students are the recipients of the Acta Materialia Undergraduate Scholarship. This scholarship is designed for undergraduate students majoring in metallurgical engineering, materials science, or undergraduate students with a significant interest in materials area. In addition, a stipend is provided for the recipients to attend this meeting and receive their rewards. The scholarship is supported by the generosity of Acta Materialia and issued under the TMS Foundation. A special symposium honoring the 4 following award recipients was held yesterday afternoon. I don't know if any of you went there, but I thought the presentations were fantastic, and I learned a lot. This was followed by a reception sponsored by Elsevier and Acta Materia, and I hope you continue to attend these meetings, which are very, very important to all of us, I think. Would Natasha Vermark with Lehigh University please come forward? Professor Vermark is the recipient of the Acta Materialia Mary Fortune Global Award. The award recognizes one or more of the following in the field of materials science and engineering: promotion of or representation of women and underrepresented groups in materials science and engineering field, contribution to the field of materials science and engineering, including teaching, professional service, or research, demonstrated commitment to mentoring students and young professionals, and promotion of materials science and related professional activities. With this award, Acta Materialia not only intends to honor outstanding contributions to the field, but also to improve the awareness of the fundamental importance of materials research, both from the community and public at large. The award consists of a silver medal and an inscribed certificate and a cash honorarium. Would Joel Brock with Cornell University please come forward? Dr. Brock is the recipient of the Acta Materialia Holloman Award for Materials and Society. This award recognizes outstanding contributions to understanding the relations between materials technology and society, or contributions to materials technology that have had a major impact on society. It was established in memory of Dr. Holloman, the principal initiator of the journal, which was then called Acta Metallurgica, and consists of a silver medal, a certificate, and a cash honorarium. They said no kissing, so I told them I would. Would Bernd Gludewatz with the University of South Wales please come forward? Professor Gludewatz is the recipient of the Acta Materialia Silver Medal Award. This award honors and recognizes scientific contributions and leadership from academic, industry, and public sector leaders in the midst of their careers. The Silver Medal was established to recognize significant research contributions that are recent and timely. The award consists of a silver medal, an inscribed certificate, and a cash honorarium. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Would George Farr with Texas A&M please come forward? Professor Farr is the recipient of the Acta Materialia Gold Medal Award. This award was established by Acta Materialia Incorporated in 1973 as an international award to recognize leadership in materials research. The Acta Materialia Gold Medal is awarded annually by Acta Materialia with financial support from Elsevier Limited. The award consists of a gold medal, an inscribed certificate, and a cash honorarium. It is now my honor to welcome Ariel Murphy-Leonard with the Ohio State University. Professor Leonard, please come to the podium. Okay, and you're in charge now. Oops, I've got to go that way.
Oh.
Thank you, Carolyn and Rusty. It is my pleasure to join Dan in conferring the TMS Student Early Career and Mid-Career Awards. Our first TMS Awards for the TMS Best Student Paper Contest, which is supported by the TMS Foundation. These talented students will be recognized with a Certificate of Achievement. Would the following students please come forward? Pedro Borges with the University of California, Berkeley, and Hugh Short with the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Mr. Borges is the first place winner in the graduate level category. The title of his award-winning paper is Tunable Energy, Landscape of Screw Dislocations, Cores by Compositional Fluctuations in BCC High Entropy Alloys from First Principle Calculations. Mr. Short is the second place winner in the graduate level category. The title of his paper is Phase Evolution of a Medium Entropy Alloy with Short Range Order under Low Cycle Fatigue. Caleb Opelt, studying at the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology, is the recipient of the Kaufman-Kalfat Scholarship. Unfortunately, Mr. Opelt is not able to be with us this evening. This scholarship was established to recognize the memory of Dr. Larry Kaufman for his contributions to computational thermodynamics and its applications. The $1,000 scholarship is made available to a student majoring in metallurgical engineering, material science and engineering, or minerals processing. This scholarship is funded through the TMS Foundation. The Minerals, Metals, and Materials Society established a joint Early Career Leaders International Scholar Program with the Japan Institute of Metals and Materials for the promotion of early career member activities, as well as the strengthening of international mutual collaboration. Would Cheng-Hung Zhao with McGill University please come forward? Professor... You guys are failing at clapping. I'm the leader. Okay, let me clap first, and then you clap. Just joking. Professor Zhao is the TMS Early Career Leaders International Scholar to the Japan Institute of Metals and Materials. Later this year, he will attend the JIMM Fall Meeting at Akita University. This award made possible by the donations to the TMS Foundation. Now you can applaud. Would Yu Hao Ogawa with the National Institute of Material Science please come forward? Professor Ogawa is the Early Career Leaders International Scholar from the Japan Institute of Metals and Materials. We welcome him here with us this evening. Professor Ogawa presented a talk on Monday titled, Revisiting the Role of Hydrogen, from Embrittler to Enhancer of Strength and Ductility in Steels. TMS established a joint Early Career Leaders International Scholar Program with the Korean Institute of Metals and Materials. This award aims to promote early career member activities as well as strengthen international mutual collaborations. Stephen Nalway with the University of Utah, unfortunately, is not able to be with us this evening. Professor Nalway is the recipient of the TMS Early Career Leaders International Scholar to the Korean Institute of Metals and Materials. He will be leaving this October to attend the KIM Fall Meeting. This award is made possible by the donations to the TMS Foundation. Would the following individuals please come forward? Paul Wilson with the Boeing Company and Sugata Roy with the Iowa State University. Dr. Wilson and Professor Roy are recipients of the TMS Frontiers of Materials Award. This award honors top-performing early career professionals who organize a Frontiers of Materials Symposium or single session comprising of a hot or emergent technical topic at a TMS sponsor meeting. Dr. Wilson's symposium topic was on science at the frontier of engineering with metal additive manufacturing. His symposium will be held at the TMS annual meeting. Professor Roy's symposium topic will be on surface engineering for nuclear energy. His symposium will be held at the TMS fall meeting this October in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Would the following individuals please come forward? Miao Miao Jin with Pennsylvania State University and Yang Yang with Pennsylvania State University. Professor Jin and Professor Young are recipients of the Early Career Faculty Fellow Award. The two award recipients were lecturers at the Faculty Fellow Lecture Series held on Monday. Thanks to donations to the TMS Foundation, this award honors assistant professors for their accomplishments that have advanced the academic institution where they are employed, and for their abilities to broaden the technological profile of TMS. Would Clinique Brundage with the Naval Surface Warfare Center please come forward? Dr. Brundage is the Frank Crossley Award recipient. The award recognizes an individual who has personally overcome personal, professional, educational, cultural, or institutional adversity to pursue a career in metals, and materials. The award is funded through the TMS Foundation and sponsored by Jeffrey Wadsworth and Geraldine McCulley Wadsworth. The award recipient receives a prize of $1,500 along with travel assistance. Her citation reads, "For being an extraordinary trailblazer on technical, professional, and personal fronts, and dedicated mentor and advocate for those who from historically underrepresented groups in STEM." Also, you guys are just doing really great with your clapping, so let's keep that up. The Brimacombe Medalist is a mid-career award that recognizes TMS members with sustained excellence and achievement in business, technology, education, public policy, or science related to material science and engineering, and a record of continuing service to that profession. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Brimacombe Medalist, Class of 2026. We have 7 recipients this evening. We will recognize them in 2 groups. For the first group, with the following individuals, please come forward and stay on the stage until I have recognized them. Sarbajit Banerjee with ETH Zurich and Paul Scherrer Institute. Yin-Fei Gao with the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Daniel Gianola with the University of California, Santa Barbara. And Amit Sham with Oak Ridge National Laboratory. We will begin with Dr. Banerjee. His citation reads, "For developing predictive design rules for identification of viable metastable compounds and establishing a powerful toolbox of approaches to access far from equilibrium materials with novel function." Next is Professor Gao. His citation reads, for foundational contributions to small-scale mechanics, material failure at extreme conditions, and solid-state additive manufacturing, and for exceptional professional service. The third medalist is Professor Gianola. His citation reads, for innovation in in situ electron microscopy and micromechanics of crystal defects, as well as dedicated service to TMS technical programming. The fourth medalist is Dr. Sham. His citation reads, for notable contributions in high-temperature aluminum alloys, high-cycle metal fatigue, test methods for porous microcrack ceramics, and leadership in digital metallurgy initiative. Would the second group of individuals please come forward and stay on the stage until I have recognized these recipients? Taylor Sparks with the University of Utah, Jason Trilowitz with Stony Brook University. Unfortunately, Kong Wong with the Northeastern University is not able to be with us this evening. The next Brimacombe medalist is Professor Sparks. His citation reads, pioneering leader in materials informatics and education, advancing AI-driven discovery and global outreach through transformative research, open source tools, and award-winning teaching. The sixth medalist is Professor Trelowitz. His citation reads, for pioneering contributions to the science of solute stabilized nanocrystalline alloys and their advancement for nuclear applications and distinguished service to the nuclear materials community. The final medalist is Professor Wong. His citation reads, for pioneering contributions integrating oxide metallurgy to welding metallurgy, leadership across the global metallurgy community, and dedicated service to the profession. I would now like to introduce our next presenter and my colleague, Alan Lowe, with The Ohio State University. Please come to the podium, Professor Lowe.
Thank you, Ariel. Now, it is my pleasure to join Dan in conferring the TMS Capstone Awards, the biggest awards. Would Mark Hersom with the Northwestern University please come forward? Professor Hersom is the recipient of the John Bardeen Award. This award was established in 1994 and recognizes an individual who has made outstanding contributions and as a leader in the field of electronic and functional materials. And his citation reads, for pioneering contributions to the synthesis, purification, functionalization, and applications of low-dimensional nanoelectric materials and mixed-dimensional van der Waals heterostructures. Would David Slowowitz with the University of Hong Kong please come forward? Professor Slowowitz is the recipient of the William Hume Rosary Award. And this award has been recognizing individuals since 1972 who has provided outstanding scholarly contributions to the science of alloys. The recipient of this award also is the honored lecturer at the William Hume Rosary Memorial Symposium. Professor Slowowitz just spoke Monday on the topic of mechanistic links between the grain boundary structure and the microstructure evolution. His citation reads, for highly influential contributions to and the leadership in the theory and simulation of defects in materials, interface dynamics, and microstructure and the phenomenological evolution. Would the Zongyun Fan with Brunel University please come forward? Is he here? Okay, maybe he is not. Professor Fan is the recipient of Bruce Chalmers Award. This award recognizes an individual who has made outstanding contributions to the science and or technology of materials processing. The award honors the memory of Dr. Chalmers' preeminent role in the materials community as an educator, researcher, author, and editor. His citation reads for his world-class research and scholarship on fundamental and applied liquid metal processing that has provided new directions in advanced high-performance castings and sustainable material processing. All right, with the Yunhang Hu with Michigan Technological University, please come forward. Professor Hu is the recipient of Morris Cohen Award. This award recognizes an individual who has made outstanding contributions to the science and or technology of materials properties. The recipient must have established a record of research, publications, and or patents in the field of material properties. His citation reads for pioneering contributions to the discovery, understanding, and utilization of novel properties of advanced materials. Would Ian Baker of Dartmouth College please come forward? Professor Baker is the recipient of Oliver D. Shelby Award. This award recognizes an individual who has made significant contributions to the understanding of the behavior of materials at high temperatures. The presentation of this award is supported by a gift to the TMS Foundation by Jeffrey Wentworth, retired CEO of Battelle. This award recipient receives a prize of $5,000. And his contribution reads for contributions to understanding the elevated temperature behavior and processing of metallic alloys as well as snow and ice using advanced characterization methods. Would Simon Ringer with the University of Sydney please come forward? Professor Ringer is the recipient of the Cyril Stanley Smith Award. This award recognizes an individual who has made outstanding contributions to the science and or technology of material structures. His citation reads for his pioneering research on atomic scale phenomena in metallic alloys, transforming our ability to engineer phase transformations, solid clustering, and microstructure evolution of advanced materials. Would the Yunhang Hu with Michigan Technological University please come forward? Professor Hu is accepting the award on behalf of the award recipient, Yolovoso Dronich of Michigan Technological University. Professor Dronich is the recipient of Alexander Scott Distinguished Service Award. This award recognizes a member of outstanding contributions to TMS as exhibited by exceptional devotion of time, effort, thought, and action towards furthering the society's mission through administrative and functional activities. This award presented for 10 or more years of TMS services at the society level activities. The citation reads, for the 2 decades long services through TMS committees that enrich international and scientific visibility of TMS society and attract new members. Would Rahul Rebek of GE Venona please come forward? Dr. Rebek is the recipient of Research to Industrial Practice Award. This award recognizes individuals who have demonstrated outstanding achievement in conferring research results or findings into commercial production and practice use. And his citation reads, for using basic scientific principles and the laboratory experimentation to repurpose an unlike traditional alloy for a revolutionary and innovative industrial applications. Would Peter Voorhees with Northwestern University please come forward? Professor Voorhees is the recipient of Leadership Award, and this award recognizes someone who has demonstrated outstanding leadership in the national and international materials community in some aspects of field of metallurgy and materials. His citation reads, for his extraordinary leadership and the resultant impact of the Northwestern Argonne Institute for Science and Engineering and the Center for Hierarchical Materials Design. Would Kevin Hamker of Johns Hopkins University please come forward? Professor Hamker is the recipient of Junia and Johannes Whitman Educator Award. The Whitmans were instrumental in the emergence of material science and engineering as a new discipline. This award recognizes individuals who have made contributions to education in metallurgical engineering and or material science and engineering. And this award also comes with a travel stipend and a fund through the TMS Foundation. His citation reads, for outstanding mentoring, classroom innovation, and creation of unique educational opportunities in material science and engineering. The next award is for Satterway Materials Innovation and Advocacy Award. This award is funded by colleagues, former students, and the MIT Department of Material Science and Engineering in observance of Professor Don Satterway. This award recognizes a mid-career individual who was impactful and broad material science engineering achievements. This individual has a unique ability at championing their work in the material science and engineering field through education, public advocacy, and entrepreneurship, particularly in the field related to the sustainability. The award recipient is Hanina Kahado-Zing with the Department of Energy. Unfortunately, Dr. Kahado-Zing is not available to accept the award this evening. Her citation reads, for visionary leadership, shaping U.S. critical material strategy, advancing rare earth innovation, and driving impactful public policy through the federal strategy, education, and the curricularity assessment. This award is funded through the TMS Foundation with a cash prize of $5,000. And it has a unique award piece. It's actually a champagne cooler because the chemical process found within the champagne is a wonderful way of teaching general chemistry. Wow. For the next word, would Professor William Nix with Stanford University please come forward to help in bestowing the award? Professor Nix? Yeah. Would Michael Mills with The Ohio State University, my department chair, please come forward? Professor Mills is the recipient of William D. Nix Award. This award was established to honor Professor Nix and the legacy that has developed and shared with the minerals, metals, and the materials community, and to highlight and promote continued progress and innovation to mechanisms and mechanical behavior of macro, micro, and nano scale materials. The William D. Nix Award was endowed and fully funded by his PhD students in recognition of the extraordinarily positive influence that has had on their lives. The award is funded through the TMS Foundation. The award recipient also received a prize of $5,000. To my understanding, Michael has donated the money back to TMS Foundation.
Thank you.
Well, his citation reads, for advancing the understanding of the demonstration deformation mechanisms in metallic materials using electron microscopy techniques, and for dedicated mentoring and service to the material science community. Now, our final group award would be presented by Jim Fong Ni with Monash University. Professor Ni, please come forward to the podium.
Thank you, Alan. It is my pleasure to join in Dan in conferring the prestigious TMS Fellow Award. The rank of Fellow for the Minerals, Metals, and Materials Society is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a member of our society. Qualifications for elevation to Fellow are rigorous, and the TMS members who receive this award tonight not only embodies superlative skills, talents, commitments that the award represents, but are role models for all members of the society. This award recognizes members of TMS who are qualified to elevation to the class of Fellow by reason of outstanding contributions to the practice of metallurgy, material science, and technology. Would Glenn Dan with The Ohio State University please come forward? Professor Dan is a recipient of the TMS Fellow Award, class of 2026. His citation reads, for innovative contributions in new manufacturing processes involving pulse and metamorphic processing and expanding awareness of materials and manufacturing via effective outreach and service. Glenn, would you like to say a few words?
I would, yeah. Just this is a humbling thing, just seeing all the talent at these meetings and all the great people. And I just want to give kind of shout out to kind of my three families. You know, my real family, my wife Peggy, whose love and support has been just allowed me to do whatever I do, all I do. And secondly, the group I have at Ohio State, I couldn't be in a more nurturing environment that's more fun. And I really, for the almost 40 years, have cherished every day I get to spend with them. And then the TMS family as well. This is an outstanding organization. The way we pull the community together to do important things is really special, and I hope we all cherish that. So thank you for this. It's very, very humbling.
Thank you, Glenn. Would Peter Gunsch with Carsway Institute of Technology please come forward? Peter Gunsch is a recipient of the TMS Fellow Award, Class of 2026. His citation rates for outstanding scientific and technical contributions to multi-scale materials modeling and to the understanding of fracture and deformation processes. Peter, please say a few words.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for welcoming me as a member to this family, and thanks for the colleagues nominated me, the colleagues in the committees that made the selection. And as an international member, I feel particularly honored because I cannot give back as much as I wanted to the group, to the networking, to all the interactions. It's due to travels, and one feels particularly welcomed here in this group. And I meet many friends here, and I'm very grateful for this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. Mark Hardy with Rolls-Royce PLC is the next recipient of the TMS Fellow Award, Class of 2026. Would Katerina Christofito, accepting this award on behalf of Dr. Hardy, please come forward. Mark's citation rates for exceptional contributions to the industrial application of superalloys in aviation, including alloy development, processing route definition, understanding behavior, and quality control. Kathy, would you please say a few words?
Thank you. Unfortunately, Mark couldn't be with us tonight. I've known Mark for probably longer than I'd like to admit myself. And his mentorship and leadership has been invaluable for our community, so I can't think of anyone more deserving of this recognition. Mark asked me to just read the following words on his behalf. Firstly, he would like to thank Kevin Sievers for playing his recorded talk this afternoon. Obviously, I am really disappointed not to be with you this week. I was so looking forward to spending 4 days in San Diego. I am indebted to Rolls-Royce, particularly Mike Hicks, for supporting my career and for seeing the benefit in working with others to organize conferences. Joining the Superalloys 2012 committee was one of my better decisions. I am truly grateful for having the opportunity to work with so many talented and inspiring people, and would particularly like to thank colleagues and friends in the High Temperature Alloys Committee, and for the staff and volunteers that make these wonderful meetings possible. I hope to see you in 2027. Enjoy the rest of the meeting. Take care and safe travels. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. Would Uday Pal with Boston University please come forward? Professor Pal is a recipient of the TMS Fellow Award, Class of 2026. His citation rates for pioneering work in the area of green manufacturing, green engineering, and motivating the next generation of scientists and engineers to find solutions for solving environmental and energy challenges. Uday, would you say a few words?
I'm deeply honored and humbled by this recognition from TMS and be listed among the most distinguished past recipients of this honor. I would like to thank Professor Epelian for nominating me for this honor. And I would also like to thank all my students, postdoctoral fellows, and colleagues at Boston University and other institutions for contributing towards all my academic and professional endeavors. TMS has been a home for me since I was a graduate student, and I am forever grateful to TMS for providing me an excellent platform to publish and present my work. Thank you, TMS.
Would John Scully with the University of Virginia please come forward? Professor Scully is a recipient of the TMS Fellow Award, class of 2026. His citation reads, "For important contributions to understanding the mechanisms of corrosion and hydrogen embrittlement of engineered materials, emphasizing interdisciplinary integrated studies of metallurgy, electrochemistry, and surface science." John, would you like to say a few words?
Let's see if I can put this up here. Well, thank you, TMS. So I just want to say I'm honored, grateful, and really humbled for this fellowship from TMS, and you're following in all the footsteps of all those that I respect so much. TMS has been a wonderful technical society for my group, and my students have always found home here, and the networking has been tremendous, and all ending up with good jobs and favorable, wonderful careers. But the best thing about TMS for me is the diversity. I would call it the technological variety or diversity in the topics that can teach so much. So when you work at the crossroads, working in corrosion as I do, it's a dubious luxury to basically, in science, to stay focused in one little area. And you really have to tackle the whole thing. And to quote our fearless leader, at least for a few more hours or a few more days, so as Dan says, there are 100 symposia here this week and 5,000 abstracts. And so when you work at the crossroads, like I do, of several disciplines, this is of paramount importance. And so lastly, I'd like to thank my many friends in TMS, colleagues, collaborators, and yes, mentors. And so you've added priceless value to my career, and I think strengthened the field in this important area. So thank you very much.
Would James Yerko with Apple please come forward? Dr. Yerko is a recipient of the TMS Fellow Award, class of 2026. His citation reads, "For exceptional innovation of the application of new materials to electronic products, for foresight in the enhancement and application of materials development and novel processing capabilities." Jim, would you say a few words?
Yeah, TMS created a time limit. I think it was for me, not the other award winners, because I got a few pages here. TMS has been a huge part of my professional journey. And as I look out at so many friends, mentors, and colleagues, I just want to express how deeply honored I am to have been named a TMS Fellow. It's impossible not to feel immense gratitude. Each of us have a really unique path with TMS, and I just want to share mine briefly. I joined TMS in 1995 as a Materials Advantage student, but I really didn't become involved until 2009 when my good friend Bob Hires twisted my arm into applying for the Young Leaders Award. And while I was excited about the free trip, I quickly was volunteered by Tom Battle and other people into joining committees, organizing symposia, and taking advantage of the various foundation-sponsored programs. It was hard not to get hooked on the TMS family, and the best part was really just making deeper connections and friendships with folks giving back to TMS. You are all servant leadership at its finest, and I find it incredibly inspiring. This award is really only possible because of all the people that I've had the privilege of working with and being mentored by, and I just want to give a few shout-outs. These are really important people to me. To my nominator, Hani Hanen, and other nominators, I really appreciate, including Dan Toma, Greg Olson, Dorana Palian, and Don Sadaway. Thank you. To my Apple colleagues, especially Abhijit Misra and Art Counts, we've been together now more than 10 years, and what a ride, what a ride. This award is really about our collective Apple team effort more than anything else. You guys have made the impossible possible using system materials design approaches. We've made ICME an integral part of Apple product design at our speed and scale. Billions and billions of our products are in the hands, our handprints are all over them. There's no other materials team like you. And we have a lot more to go. So I want to thank my mentors at the University of Michigan, which hasn't been mentioned enough tonight. I keep hearing about the Ohio State. University of Michigan and MIT, that's right. First off, to Wayne Jones and John Allison. You guys showed me how to have fun in this field and doing it the right way. Mert Flemings, Mert, I wish he was here. He's a lion, and he's still going strong at 96. My group mates, especially Doug Mattson. Doug, you were like a second advisor. You were a big brother. Thank you. Bob Hires and Antoine Allenor, of all my MIT colleagues or classmates, you two guys really stand out as great friends and people that I know we have a lot more work to do. Two other special mentors, I'm almost done, I promise. Dorana Palian and Greg Olson. You really showed many of us how business and academia can and should be intertwined. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but if Greg Olson was here, I would now say that performance, property, structure, process is not a tetrahedra, it actually is linear. The one and the only Don Sadaway. You're my unofficial second advisor, mentor, teacher, and great friend. Don, you really taught a lot of us how to think big, how to dream big, and how to apply this field to really go after big problems. Finally, I want to save my last comments for my fellow group mate in the Sadaway, in the Flemings group, Joni Kurtz-Yurko. Joni came walking into the Chipman room in Building 8 at MIT from Ohio State University. And the Michigan guy in the room, the Ohio State University, the Michigan guy saw her walk in and said, yeah, she's the one. 24 years later, we're still married. We have 3 teenage children, and we're still alive. Joni did not stay in the field of materials, which is a shame for our field, but she's gone on to do a lot of other great things. And she's been my most supportive partner and friend to let me pursue my dreams. Joni, I owe you many times over, especially for letting me come to this TMS annual meeting every year, which you affectionately call Nerd Spring Break. I could not have captured that any better. So thank you again, TMS, for naming me a fellow. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. And now ask our incoming TMS president, Valerie Aikoff, to come to the podium.
I now have the privilege and honor to thank Dan Miracle, our 2025 TMS president, on behalf of TMS, its members, volunteers, and staff. We'd like to express our appreciation for all the work you've done, and will you please join me at the podium? Dan.
So we're supposed to stand this way for okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. It's now my privilege to introduce to you the 2026 president of the Minerals, Metals, and Materials Society, Viola Aikoff. Viola, as you begin your term as TMS president, I wish you the best of luck. In recognition of this office, I am presenting Dr. Akoff with the TMS presidential pin. I'm also presenting Dr. Akoff with the framed cover of the April issue of the Journal of Medals, which features her presidential portrait. Very nice picture.
Home is where the heart is. This expression means that one can feel a sense of belonging and emotional connection without physically being home. I consider Bessemer, Alabama as home because it is the place where my parents raised my 9 siblings and me. And yes, it was named after the Bessemer process for steelmaking, so I was destined to become a metallurgist. My heart is there because I recall the support and sacrifices our parents made so that we could achieve what they did not have the privilege to accomplish. In our neighborhood, our house was the house where all the kids played. Why was our house so popular? The obvious reason would be because since there were 10 children at the house, it was easy for the neighborhood kids to find a playmate. Well, we were not the only house in the neighborhood with a lot of kids. On one end of our street, there was a family with 8 kids, and on the opposite end of our street was another family with 8 kids. Also, one street over from the front of our house, there was a family with 12 kids, and one house behind our family home, there was a family with 14 kids. So within a block radius of our home, there were several large families with lots of kids. So why was our home designated the home where all the kids played? Well, I became an adult, and when I would run into my childhood friends, the first thing they would ask me was, "How is Mrs. Akoff?" Some would affectionately refer to her as Mother, as my siblings and I did. They were also asked, "How is Mr. Akoff?" Then they would all say the same thing. "Your parents always made us feel welcome every time we came to your home. Your mother treated us just like we were her children. We also looked forward to coming to your house for trick-or-treating because we knew that Mrs. Akoff was going to have homemade treats, which made us feel like she truly cared about us." Then one of our childhood friends shared what our mother did for them and others in similar situations, things my siblings and I, nor I, ever knew. She said that when we went on our school field trips, her parents could not afford to pack a lunch for her. Yet she always knew that Mrs. Akoff would bring extra food to offer to all the kids so that none of the other kids would know that she did not have her own lunch. As kids, my siblings and I would often ask Mother why she packed so much food for our school field trips. She always had the same response: "I just like to pack a little extra just in case someone forgets to bring their lunch." So the running joke amongst the siblings was that Mother always packed enough food to feed the entire school whenever she accompanied us on field trips. As adults, we shared with our mother what our childhood friend told us. Mother's response was that she wanted every child to feel like they belong on those school field trips and to have a great experience regardless of their circumstance. Neither of my parents attended college, and my father did not graduate high school. Although both my mother and father were very intelligent individuals, they did not have access to the opportunities that were available to us, their children. They made it their mission that college would be accessible for all 10 of their children. They made sure that we were equipped with the tools necessary to succeed in our schoolwork. They bought us the top-of-the-line set of Encyclopedia Britannica to assist us with our homework. Mother served as a reviewer for textbooks for the Alabama State Board of Education, and they would give her copies of the books she reviewed, which she, of course, gave to us to read and work through over the summer. Our parents encouraged us to take the advanced level courses available to us in high school. They also made sure that our village included individuals who were college graduates so that we would have the resources to assist us as we prepared for college. As a result, 9 of the 10 siblings received at least one college degree. Unfortunately, one sibling drowned at the age of 17. Mother passed away in 1994, just 4 months before I gave my dissertation defense. However, she was with me when I received the call from the University of Alabama informing me that I was a finalist for an assistant professor faculty position in the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. Daddy died in 2024, exactly 30 years after Mother. In 2014, Daddy traveled with me to Washington, D.C. to watch me become the inaugural recipient of the Ellen Swallow Richards Diversity Award at the first DNNN Summit. Although Mother and Daddy are not physically here to see me be installed as the first Black TMS president, I know that I am here only because of the foundation they laid for my siblings and me at our home in Bessemer, Alabama. The tenets of this foundation are: always make folk feel welcome in your home. Do whatever you can to assist others. Treat people the way you want to be treated. This is the approach I am taking in my role as TMS president. I want each and every one of our 11,785 members who call TMS their professional home to feel that TMS is a place where they feel welcomed, engaged, and like they truly belong, regardless of the new challenges caused by the recent federal mandates. As I stated in the article titled, TMS, a place of welcome, a place of engagement, a place that we call home, in the March 2026 issue of JOM, our commitment is to be a true professional home for the entire global materials community, one where every individual feels valued, respected, and unequivocally welcome, and where each member has the opportunity to engage in the society's work using their own unique talents. That is what makes us TMS. As the 2026 TMS president, I will work each and every day of my tenure to ensure that we hold true to our commitment. In closing, I want to thank my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Gary Warren, for planting the seed when he told me years ago, Viola, I can see you as TMS president one day. I want to thank my family who took the time from their busy schedules to travel here to share in this historic and momentous occasion with me. My sister, attorney Valerie Akoff from Birmingham, Alabama. My nephew, Dr. Rushton Johnson Jr. from Knoxville, Tennessee. My niece, Leslie Nicole Akoff from Oakland, California. And my niece, Althea Akoff from Birmingham, Alabama. And last, but certainly not least, I want to thank the TMS membership for electing me as your president. Welcome home. Sorry, got a little bit caught up there, and I forgot I got one more thing to do. I got to close you out. There's one more thank you to express in this ceremony, and that is for the members of the TMS award committees who worked diligently throughout the year to determine the evening's award recipients. They did a fantastic job. Let's reward them with a round of applause. And before we go, let me say on behalf of the TMS leadership that I wish the remainder of your evening is as wonderful as the rest of that has been all in this entire award ceremony. And we hope that each and every one of you would make plans to attend next year's award ceremony at the TMS 2027 annual meeting and exhibition, which will be held in Orlando, Florida. With that, I wish you all a good night, and thank you all for your attention, and thank you all for being here, and we're just looking forward to having you all at your professional home here at TMS. Thank you so much.